What up, everybody? It's April Dawn. Let's talk about it. This is Queen Sugar Season 3, Episode 1. It don't change nothing. I am totally into it already. I just feel like we paused on Season 2 and just took a commercial break, and we right back here in Season 3. It's popping. It's on. The plan is happening. Like, all the feelings is back. I'm glad you're back. I'm back. So let's go ahead and get started. At the beginning of the episode, Charley is jogging along, thinking, about everything that's happened. She ends up in front of a very nice house, okay? And so apparently they have moved into this very nice home. She gets inside. Micah is getting ready for school. She talking to him about college recruiters and all this different stuff. And she said that she moved into the house so they could separate life and work, even though he said something about, I know you're safe in this neighborhood, or isn't this why we moved here? She said, well, yeah, it is safer, but, we have to separate life and work. All that translates to me is, I don't really want to separate life and work. I just don't want nobody telling me nothing when I'm trying to do my shady business deals with the Landry, okay? I don't need no accountability partners. Micah tells her that Davis is coming home in a few days, and she sounds mildly interested. Mildly. Micah kind of sounds like he wants them to see each other a little bit. She gets a text from a woman named Vicky, and Vicky tells her that the police officer who attacked Micah in Season 2, his name is Officer Orange. So we can see that she on some type of mission to get this police officer out of there. Is meeting with a group of women in New York City, and they're offering her a book deal, telling her that they want to collect her articles and publish them all in a book of how she feels about mass incarceration, how she feels about, different things. This can be, they want to give her a 6-figure book deal. They said that, she talked about being grassroots and how she grew up and was one rally at a time and one, meeting at a time trying to work with the people. And they say yes. The way they say it kind of throws her off a little bit. You can tell when they say, well, we don't want you to be grassroots anymore. We want you to be national. We want you to do speaking tours. We want you to, have published articles and be like the next Elizabeth Alexander. So they're like, are you ready to take it? Do you want it? And they kind of leave us up in the air as to whether she will take the deal or not. Nova, she got to think about stuff before she decides to do it. I think that it's going to be interesting to see, because last season we saw how the man tried to make, I can't even remember his name now, Dr. Dubois. Dr. Dubois tried to make her do the same thing, basically, but he was trying to make her do it his way, and she wasn't with it. So now we can see that when she decided to be herself, when she decided to do what she wanted to do and go with the passion that she has, she's still receiving the same accolades, or even more accolades than what he was available to give to her. That just tell you, ladies, stick to what you know, and you might be able to go further than what somebody else's vision is for you. Have your own vision for yourself. We don't know if Nova gonna take the deal or not, but I guess we'll find that out later. So Blue and Ralph Angel are getting ready for school, and you can tell that Blue is giving him a little pushback. He's not ready for school after he done asked him 3 or 4 times to get ready for school. He says the teacher better not be calling him no more about, Blue shoving on kids and pushing kids or whatever, keep his hands to himself. So clearly he missed his mama, and he's acting out because of that. All right, now I'm going to let Blue make it because we like Blue. These first couple of times, you know what I'm saying, we going to let him rock. Then Blue gets up to leave the room, and he sees some paperwork on the table. He says, what's this? It had mama name on it. Ralph Angel says that, it's some paperwork I have to send your mama, and that's it. But we can put together that that's the DNA test that he has to send in to get the baby test. Charley meets with the Landrys to sign the paperwork. If you don't remember, last season she is selling them Queen Sugar while she is maintaining the face of the business. She is giving them the whole entire business, and in the contract, she gets 1% of the Landry's business. So before they sign the paperwork, he tells her that, that 1% is just, that 1% is just an act of goodwill, and that, they need her to be the face of the business to keep up appearances, if you know what he mean. Basically, we're going to trick the black farmers into thinking they farming with you, but they really going to be milling with me. And he's offering them basically reduced prices or keeping the prices at whatever she set them at so they can have this deal. Then he kind of goads her and baits her about her dad would be proud of her. That was really, you could tell that cut her a little bit, because her daddy would absolutely not be proud of what she's doing right now. And, he goes on and we could have saved you a lot of time if you had done this a long time ago. It had to be a blow to the farmers to see you open the thing and then close up like that. And Charley is literally seething. Like, you can tell she want to reach across this man and snatch his esophagus right out his damn neck, okay? But she don't do it. She just signed the paperwork because apparently she has some kind of master plan. I hope it work out, girl. I don't know. These white people is crap. Nova comes over to Vi's house. Did y'all notice that Vi looked kind of tired this episode? I know she's supposed to have lupus, so you know maybe that's what's making her a little. She just seemed a little tired the whole episode. Nova comes over to the house and tells her about the news. You know, Vi is telling her take the book deal, and Nova's telling her, you know, I'm just gonna chill. I'm gonna, you know, think about it and see what's right for me. She says that they're gonna be celebrating the biggest wedding in St. Joe, and they go in the room, and Hollywood is really happy. He's talking about the wedding, and if you think about it, if you look at the scene, he was really excited about the wedding, but Vi is not as excited about the wedding, and she doesn't want such a big wedding, okay? Like, he starts talking about gondolas and all type of stuff, and you know, everybody just looking at him like, child, it's about to be a big old deal. So, I don't know if they're going to end up getting married, because I don't think that Vi, you know, wants all the pomp and circumstance. Maybe that's something that can be worked out, though. Who knows? While they talking about this, you know, Ralph Angel started feeling some type of way, because we know he was getting married. And so he goes and he looking out the window, feeling all sad and all that different stuff. So, you know, he feeling some type of way. When Charley comes over, she talks to Nova at the beginning, and Micah is snapping pictures. We can see that he got the photography bug. He clearly wants to be a photographer. So he's snapping pictures while they talking, and she's telling her, I know you want to be Ida B. Wells, and you said you was going to be just like her. And she tells her, this is so important, y'all. If you ain't learned nothing this whole episode, you should have learned. Lead with the strength of who you are. Do not lead with fear. A lot of times, there's been a time in my life where I was scared. I got rejected a lot, you know, especially from performances. I don't know if it was me, if it was just not my time, but I got rejected a lot, and I went through a period where I did not want to audition for stuff because I knew I wasn't going to get the part. Oh, I was just like, I'm tired of getting told no. My friend was like, you got to keep going. You got to keep pushing. So if you don't remember nothing, lead with the strength of who you are. Do not lead with fear. And so that was beautiful. Like I said, Holly was talking about the wedding. Blue said it should be a blue wedding. Ralph Angel gets in his feelings. Him and Charley talk. She gives him a little bit of the plan that she's going to do. So apparently she has this 1% in the business, because by her having this 1%, she has access to all the financial records, all the records of the entire company. So she can find out whatever they've been doing, whatever dirty business they've been doing, and take the whole organization down. So they on some mafia type shit. And you know, Ralph Angel said, you know what? He body. What's up? You body? He said he body. What's up? We body. Everybody, all right, so everybody arrives to the basketball game. It looks like Prosper is having some back problems, and he might be a little out of commission. You know, Prosper, he getting up there. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if he's going to be able to make it. Micah is snapping pictures of everything that's going on. Blue is continuing to act the hell up. Ralph Angel told him to come here, and he did it. They go over to the stand, to the concession stand. He runs away with Charley and Nova and doesn't stay with Ralph Angel like he told him to. And, you know, he goes to and tells him, listen, you need to stay with me and listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Do what I told you to do. See, now that's your second one. Okay, Blue, that's your second one. You keep playing now. The next time, it's going to be something different. Tells him he misses, you know, he misses mama. So Ralph Angel knows what the issue is. He misses mama, so he being defiant. He acting out. So while Charley is standing in the line at the concession stand, she sees the officer who attacked Micah. She almost confronts him until she sees that he's with his grandson or his son or whatever. He's buying his son something. So she makes a little conversation with him and finds out that his grandson plays for the basketball team. And Blue walks up and he tries to make a little conversation with the boy, but Blue is not here for the shit. They go on back into the gym. So when they get in the gym, you can tell this school rivalry is like a really white school, and they have, you know, their school or the public school, which is a more black school. And they get out there to sing the national anthem. And when the girl comes out there to sing, there's a group of African-American students who come onto the basketball court and they protest. They kneel. They have all black on. Nova throw up the black power fist. Some of the players on both teams take a knee, okay? Even white players. Some people took a knee, and then some people started yelling, screaming. You know, it was a protest. The security eventually took them out, and they went on ahead and started the game. But it's just to show you, like, the tensions of everything that's going on in America, even small-town America. Especially places like Louisiana and Mississippi. You think about the struggles and how much harder it is to fight for equality in a place where you know that there are a lot of racist people or a lot of people who don't agree with what you're doing. So, you know, props to those kids. Now, meanwhile, in the stands, you know, know, Hollywood is being extra ass helpful. He wanted to help Viola go to the stand. She didn't want his help then. So, you know, he's just doing a lot. We know that he's trying to be, you know, extra careful because she's delicate. She got lupus, but, you know, she's not really feeling all of that. She looked like that he getting on her nerves doing all of this stuff. Also at the game, Charley did see Remy across the way. You know, he smiled at her like, hey, you know, how you doing? She kind of looked at him like, nigga, I'm not no more. And he kind of turned around. You know, I guess he was trying to break the tension, but Charley just wasn't here for it. When the students get escorted off the basketball court, you can tell that Micah is enthralled by these young renegade African-American students that are protesting. He wants to be a part of the group. He looking like, what's up? So this is going to be interesting because Micah's trying to go to college and you can't be getting arrested and all that stuff when you're trying to go to an Ivy League school and you out here being an activist. 9 times out of 10, he ain't going to no Ivy League school. And this is going to be a situation throughout this whole season. Game goes on, you know, I think their team wins and everybody's leaving. Micah tells Charley that he's going to go hang out with his friends. He'll see her back, you know, at the house at midnight. Blue got an attitude when Ralph Angel trying to strap him in the car. Now, at this point, Blue, that's when you would have had to got your ass popped. You'd have got that leg pop like 3 times. Because I'm tired of you talking to me like I'm crazy. He said he know how to put the seatbelt on. He don't need Ralph Angel to put the seatbelt on for him. Time for you to get a whooping. He need a whooping. Ralph Angel also wants into one of the local thoughts. Her name is Teresa with the bundles. And Teresa with the fresh bundles is like, you know, do you and Carla still go together? Y'all ain't together no more? Y'all ain't together because I figured you would need somebody. You know what I'm saying? I was like, ugh, girl, ew. And he looked at her like, I guess maybe if I need a piece of cutty, I'll call you on. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, girl. Go on ahead. Micah's looking through his camera roll as he's walking to the parking lot. And he crosses past with the young renegade group of African-American kids who kneeled in the gym. And he's all like, he wants to be in the group, but I guess he probably feel like a nerd for even trying to join the group. And he goes to a super white school, private school. So, you know, but you know, he want to be in the group. This is going to be a thing. At a diner, Nova's interviewing those young students, and they're talking about how they just want to represent people in their community. Everybody at this table have somebody that's been locked up, beat up, you know, treated bad by the police, or, you know, through some type of systematic oppression has had their life changed, okay, in one way or another. So they just trying to represent those people and fight for what is right. And Nova is looking at them like she got an idea that's sparking in her brain. I want to know what it is. Is this going to have something to do with her book? Because she's looking at the young girl kind of like she see herself in this young lady. Tell me what y'all got from that scene, because that's what I got from it. She kind of see herself because she was staring at the girl, and then she was just kind of staring as they was talking, and like you can tell that her mind, the wheels was turning as she coming up with something. So who knows what it's going to be. And Charley also went to a bar after, and there had some men that's up in there talking noise about the kids and how they interrupting the game. And she like, listen, don't talk about these courageous kids that's out here fighting for our rights. You know, you don't need to talk about them like that. You know, they out here doing what you cannot do, and you talk about them interrupting the game. They fighting for us and X, Y, and Z. In the same bar, Charley sees Remy and tries to get him to come sit at the table because Viola wants to come sit at the table. And why is her name Viola, child? But Aunt Vi wants him to come sit at the table, and so she finally gets up over there, and it's a little awkward, their interaction. But basically, he tell her he ain't come to the table. He gonna chill out where he at. That cracked her face into 1,000 pieces. It sure did. She swallowed her pride. She went on back over there. Now later on, she also sees Jacob. I think his last name is Landry. Is this the Landry? Oh, is this the other one? I don't know. But Jacob, she go over there and see white boy Jacob, and he tell her, oh, it feel dirty. You know, you up in here. And she like, what you doing up in here? I don't know if he following her being nosy, or he like to go to the black bar. I don't know. But he up in there talking about some, you know, she feel dirty. You know, she was about to flirt with him, but she saw Remy looking at her ass across the room and looking like, girl, Jesus is watching you. And so she quickly aborted the mission and was like, listen, I'll holler at you another time. Okay, I got an old bae up in here. I ain't got time for this drama. Blue and Ralph Angel are at home at the house, and Darla calls to talk to Blue. You know, they just talking about different things, and then he asked her when she coming to pick him up. You can tell this hurt Ralph Angel's feelings because, you know, he's taking care of him. He's being the father. Darla the one who got up and left, but yet you can tell that Blue don't really want to be with him anymore. Hollywood and Vi talk in the bathroom, and he asked her why she wouldn't take his hand earlier tonight. She said she know that he's trying to help her, but she have wings and she won't break, because he's like, you know, I'm always going to protect you. I'm always going to, you know, he into this manly thing, and we get it. But Vi's like, I'm not a delicate flower. I'm going to be all right. You know, just relax. And, you know, stop trying to put her on this big pedestal that she's on. And, you know, he goes on to be just wonderful. Hollywood is wonderful. He gonna lift her up. He gonna protect her because that's what he does and all of this stuff. She is look on her computer doing business, and she gets a text and finds out that Micah was not the only person who has gotten beaten up or harassed by this officer. It's the video of the officer beating up another boy. I mean, beating the crap out of him so bad to where he hurt his knee. She texts the person back and tells them to leak it. Micah finally comes home after, you know, midnight, and he tell her she gonna have to chill, and he gonna be, boy, she gonna have to chill. Nigga, in 2018, if I tell you be home at midnight, be home at midnight, okay? Don't want to play them type of games. No, God. He gonna be home late, and sometimes she just needs to chill. He good or whatever. He responsible. Basically trying to get her to stop worrying about him so much. Kiki calls, and she kind of just walking back and forth in the room while he talking to Kiki, and he basically tells her, hey, can you leave? Can you close the door behind you? And she like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like, you, what? I'm your mom. Like, how you go? I guess they're going to have that conversation later on about whatever they need to go, was, you know, this curfew and all of this stuff he's going through. Charley, Ralph Angel, and Nova are at the clinic, and they're getting the DNA results. So the nurse comes out, she gives Ralph Angel the folder, and he looks at the results, and y'all, woo, this was a sad moment when he started shaking his head because Blue is not his son. And so he just shakes his head and says, it don't mean nothing. Hence the title of the episode, it don't mean nothing, it don't mean nothing. He's very upset. You can tell he is toe up from the flow up. Y'all, I know this have to hurt. It can't be nothing worse than raising a child, loving a child with your whole heart, and finding out that he's not really your child, you know. But, you know, I know he loved Blue, and he's going to take care of Blue the best that he can. Charley and Prosper talk, and she basically thanks Prosper for everything that he's done to help the family. And he says that her father will be so proud, which doubly kind of cuts her, because once again, her father would not be proud that she sold the meal to the Landrys. She says that they will always be there for him. She promises him that she's going to take care of the community, and he's looking at her like, I know. Basically, you know how old people like, you can only do so much, and they know this already, but you like, I can save the community. I don't know if she's going to be able to pull it off. I want to believe that Charley is a master strategist, and at the end of this season, she's going to have everything wrapped up in the bag for us, but I just don't know. We'll So Ralph Angel is sitting on the porch drinking a beer, being very upset. You can tell he is just upset, holding it all in, the fact that Blue is not his son. And then we see Tamika roll up, Tamika with the bundles roll up, and she, you know, about that action. And he said, we can't go in the house. I said, not on the porch, sis. Not on the porch. Don't do it, girl. Bitch, respect yourself. Don't be on the porch. If you gonna be thotting, at least thot in the bed. God, dog, he couldn't sneak you in the house. Teresa with the bundles, we gonna keep her lit. I had to change locations for a minute. But yeah, that was the episode. I thought it was a good episode. It kind of just jumped us right back into the action, which I really appreciated. So I want to hear your thoughts. Let me know what you thought about this episode. I'm coming back tomorrow with another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends, and I will holler at y'all next time. Peace.